saving grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
Good morning, parents. Welcome to the weekly roundup. I'm your host, Sheriff P. We start the show a little solemn and heartbroken, as this show is in honor of one of our parents who passed away last week. As I may have mentioned to you in the weekly roundup, we weren't prepared to share his name, but it was Ingu Hop. Ingo was a great presence around campus, loved his kids. He had a fifth grader and a preschooler, and he's went to be with the Lord. This is a difficult time for his family, difficult time for the school, as we've lost a parent, and way too early. We have started a meal train that is available for the Hop family, and Mrs. O'Rue sent out a link to that, and there is a link in the description below. At this point, all of the meal slots have been completed. If you would like to give a gift card so that we can extend that, there's an ability to do that. You can drop those off in the office with Mrs. O'Rue, and she will be able to take them. We value families' privacies, and when we find something out, we need to make sure that we go through the proper steps before we inform our school family. And part of that process was making sure our fifth grade families knew, and that we had people in place to provide counseling. And I would like to really thank Heidi Benson, who came in and did a marvelous job of talking to our fifth grade class and helping them start to process this untimely death of Mr. Hop. It's devastating. It's almost hard to go on and do a weekly roundup, and there's a lot of excitement that surrounds the end of the year, but I know that he would want us to be strong for his kids and for all of the kids here on campus. So as we get more information about potential services or ways that we can come together as a school family and help, I will make sure I pass that on to you. But again, our hearts and thoughts go out to the Hop family, and a special thank you to Heidi Benson for volunteering her services here at the school. And if you're a family that knows the Hops and are going through difficult times, please reach out to us. We're here for you. We can talk with you, and we can also put you in contact with Mrs. Benson to be here for you. Well, as we turn the corner from that, we know that the end of the school year is quickly approaching. We are 10 and a half days left, half day for the last day of school, and we are moving right towards it. It's like full steam ahead, and there are so many things going on here on this campus. It's going to be hard to address them all. So I've told you before, stop and get yourself a bevy. If you need to pause this real quick and go to the restroom, this is going to be a long show because there's so much information to handle that you need to get a notepad, get a pencil, get your calendar out. We don't want you to miss anything. So be ready, be prepared. If you're listening and driving, keep your eyes on the road, and we're going to take you. Well, those of you may have remembered last week, we had open house. Open house was a huge success. It was great seeing so many parents on this campus celebrating the amazing work that their children have done this year, all the way from preschool through our eighth grade was just simply amazing. It was great to see so many individuals here on campus celebrating. We had pony rides, we had an alpaca, we had baby pigs, we had chicks, we had ducks, we had goats, you name it. There was a petting zoo. There was a cookie contest and everything like that. It was an outstanding time. Jessica says, sending our prayers to the entire Hop family and to the kiddos who are having their hearts broken right now. Jessica, thank you. And we just ask all of our family members just to continue to keep the Hop family in prayer. So I'm going to show you some amazing pictures right here that were at open house. Our 7th grade science, or our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade science lab had all kinds of amazing things going on in there. Our art room, if you had a chance to go in there, it was an art overload, an explosion of fantastic artwork. We went through some of our different classes. They all had amazing themes. Your students worked very hard, and so did our classroom teachers. They started collecting things in August to be ready for open house this last week. Also, we had the amazing cookie challenge that was taking place. It was a math program where they had to figure out recipes, half recipes, double recipes, and there we have a couple of our moms seeing which recipe came out the best. They just had to keep trying those cookies that I'm not quite sure if this one's the best or not, but it was great to have so many amazing parents and so many new parents that are going to be joining us next year at open house. And you know what? The tacos did not disappoint. $2 a taco meal. That was the best deal going on in California, and they were spectacular tacos. Alex did a wonderful job again, and it was just great. Good morning, Mariah. First timer at open house. Let's see what she has to say. First time at open house. It was great to see all these kids have accomplished. Those cookies were very tasty. Yes, they were. I mean, they had tons. You name. They had cookies, Rice Krispie treats. Mariah, personally, I could have spent the entire open house in there going through them. All I would have needed was a cup of coffee or a glass of milk, and that would have done the trip for me. But I'm glad that this was your first time at open house and that you had a good time. It was great seeing everyone. But that's another open house in the books. Congratulations, parents, for being here. Thanks for your kiddos doing such great work, and thank you to all the classroom teachers who did everything. And that only leads us to Wacky Wednesday. Today is Wacky Wednesday at Grace Christian School. Here's some of our staff members and a few of our kids. You may be looking at the pictures going, hey, there's no littles in this picture. That's because the bigs have always said, hey, Dr. P, Sheriff P, you always put the littles in because they're just so cute. Can't you get us? So I stayed on the upper side of the island today and took pictures of our older students, but the whole campus looks great. Wacky Wednesday is fun. Everyone's having a great time. It's great to see so many staff members involved in Wacky Wednesday as well. It's great to have a little fun, let our hair down, or put your hair up on these last few days of school. You know, I mentioned before we were going to come back to you this week and thank everybody again. There was so much going on this campus, and our Teachers Lounge had a complete redo makeover. Andrea Brachet led this. She was the quarterback. She put together a great team, as you can see here. I hope that you pause this list. Pause the list and take a look at all of these outstanding parents, grandparents, and loved ones who came forward and helped Grace Christian School. They did labor, hard work, they made donations, and we can't thank you enough for our Teachers Lounge. Here's some pictures of it. You cannot believe the workspace that they have created for our staff members here. They redid the kitchen area so it's easier for them to go in if they want to heat something for lunch or a snack. If they want to get a cup of coffee or water, they did that whole counter space. It looks amazing. And then they also went through and did 2 workspaces. They leveled them out, raised them, put kick bars in so they were easy to work at. They went through and completely retopped the dining room table that was in there, and the whole place just pops. It's a place the teachers want to be. If I can't find a teacher, I know to go to the Teachers Lounge and look for them. That you guys just did so many wonderful things for us. It was also Teacher Appreciation Week, and we feel the love. We feel the love on our campus. We can't thank our room parents enough. We can't thank our families enough. I mean, all of you came together and created amazing baskets that the teachers had a chance to win during Teacher Appreciation Week. They got loving notes, they got flowers, they got everything throughout the week, and we can't thank you enough. We felt the love. We see it every time that we talk to you throughout the year. There's such a mutual respect because we all know that we're doing God's work on this campus. We're helping develop the leaders of tomorrow. And so the teachers had a little message for you.
Thank you, PST and parents.
That was our teachers. They were very, very appreciative. They would not stop talking about it during our staff meeting. It's great. If you get a chance looking through the window at that teacher's lounge, that team did such hard work. It was unbelievable. We have about 37 viewers right now. Hey, Thursday is In-N-Out Day. Make sure you have that on your calendar. You've already had to order In-N-Out. All the orders are done at this point, and that's tomorrow, In-N-Out. If you have not ordered In-N-Out, you need to send your child with a lunch. The cafeteria is closed, so your littles are going to need a lunch to eat. If something happens and they forget their lunch, we'll get them a Lunchable or a Crustable of some sort so that they don't go hungry, and we'll make sure that gets taken care of. But that's tomorrow. It's In-N-Out, and it's what a hamburger's all about. Next on the docket is Moms and Muffins. You know what? We're going to do something special. I'm not going to get the muffin bottoms because I understand there's muffin bottoms everywhere. We want to get the muffin tops. So the moms have great muffins. I think we're just going to deliver the whole muffin because, you know what? Those that know you can't get rid of muffin bottoms. So anyway, that's a Seinfeld reference if you're not familiar and wondering, hey, what's wrong with Dr. P? But this Friday is Moms and Muffins, Muffins with Moms, and it goes from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And we can't wait to have our moms on campus. We're going to have a chance to fellowship and talk to each other, and then you're going to have a chance to go to your children's rooms and see what's going on. And on this situation, when you want to move, if you've been in there for like 10, 15 minutes, you're free to just leave and go to another child's classroom. There isn't a designated stopping point tomorrow. So you're going to have the opportunity to just freely go into the room if you need to. But can't wait to see all our moms on campus on Friday, and we'll have some little treats here for you on Moms and Muffin Day. Next, our Hall of Heroes. We talked about Hall of Heroes last week, and what exactly is our Hall of Heroes? We teach our children here at Grace Christian School to have a solid respect for our heroes. Who are our heroes? They're not the people running up and down a basketball court or catching a baseball or a football. Our heroes are our military and our first responders, and we want our kids to recognize the difference that they make in our lives. And we dedicated an entire room to celebrate them. And if you take a look right here, this is part of the room. Last week, someone said, well, I didn't see the pictures. We're still getting some pictures in. We have an area that is dedicated to anyone who's in our military. We have our chain of command for our government. We also have law enforcement and firefighters that we recognize. Let's hear. Is it too late to submit a photo? It's never too late. Erica, that is a great question. Thank you for that. It is never too late to submit a photo. So as you see there, these are a couple pictures put together. We have the military section, our government section, our law enforcement, and our firefighters. And we also have a section where we honor and we show off all of our students who have gone through our school or who are related to our staff or faculty who have received the highest honors in Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. And here are a bunch of our Eagle Scouts and our Gold Star winners from Girl Scouts that have gone through Grace Christian School or are related to a staff member. We are so honored to have all these pictures up here. Now, this takes work to maintain. Let me give you a little ground rules about the pictures. If you are sending a picture, it needs to be a 5x7. Unfortunately, or fortunately, the only way you have an 8x10 on the wall is if you were killed in the line of duty. And that really pains our heart when we put one of those up. If you're an officer and you had end of watch or you were in the military, we want to honor that with an 8x10 picture. And Lodi says, and a solid respect for heroes they need to do indeed have. Thank you very much. Yes, absolutely. We believe that also. Now, parents are always looking for a way to volunteer on campus. We are looking for a coordinator who would like to be the Hall of Hero coordinator. And what's that job entail? As parents drop off 5x7s, you can stop in the office once a week, twice a month. You pick the picture up. We have the frames. You put it into the frame. You create the label, and you use our special little tags, and you post those pictures up on the wall. And as we get more pictures. You're the one who's responsible for continuing to update the wall throughout the year. And that's something new that we're going to have, and we thought it might be kind of special. So you can be a grandparent, a parent, and you can work nights, you can work days, and you can do this on your schedule. Someone is on this campus from 5 a.m. till at least 6 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday, that you would be able to come in and do that. So that's our Hall of Heroes, and we are privileged to be able to do this. Yearbooks are on sale starting tomorrow, May 11th, until the 25th. They're $25 a piece. We accept check, cash, or Venmo. You do the Venmo when you're in front of them so that you're able to show them that the Venmo went through. And I don't have a yearbook in front of me, but they are outstanding. It's probably some of the best work to come out of the workshop since the ball. And I can't thank our team of Mrs. Santos and Ms. Henahan, who were the yearbook coordinators this year, all the hard work and effort they put in. But this yearbook goes on sale tomorrow, and we will have Sharpies there that you can put your last name in the yearbook. And if you even put your room number or your grade level, that would help us get that yearbook back to you if it gets misplaced or laid around somewhere on campus. You may have heard about a lot of excitement going on here at Grace Christian School yesterday, and that was because it was 5th grade DARE graduation. What's DARE? Or I thought DARE no longer existed. DARE does exist. It's Drug Abuse Resistance Education. It was a program that started back in the 70s. Chief Daryl Gates was the father of this at LAPD. They put this program together, and it did a great job of getting kids to break down the barriers, to meet with law enforcement, to start to understand the dangers of drug abuse, and to understand how to stand strong and be able to say no. And we have DARE here for our 5th graders, and we wanted to celebrate when they completed DARE graduation yesterday, and we had a ton of things going on. I want to show you some pictures here. That's Mrs. Mullaney. We had the military, the Army from up the street come, and we also had a Black Hawk helicopter land on the playground. Our kids just loved it. I went live yesterday on Facebook, so if you want to see that whole shot of that Black Hawk coming in, boy, that thing can displace some wind. And Mr. Caselli, who teaches our junior high science, he's a Marine, and he told us he saw a 200-pound man get blown off his feet that wasn't paying attention and was too close into the jet wash zone. So we had all the precautions ready. So when this helicopter came in and landed, our kids had a wonderful time. Here's some pictures of, maybe here's some pictures. Why is this not working? My thing's not moving. Something happened here. Here's some pictures of what was going on, and it was just outstanding. Let's see here. We have a little message that came up here, and for some reason my keypad has lost its ability to operate. I apologize. So let me put this over here like this, and it says, just wanted to let you guys know that the air crew was very impressed by how happy the teachers were and how behaved and disciplined the students were. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, we're pretty proud of our kids. They do a good job when we have guests out on campus. Whoops. And it was a great time that was had by everybody. Here you saw Mrs. O'Ruth. She thought she was going to take the helicopter and go shopping real quick or go pick something up for lunch. Our kids got to see police cars, and it was a great time. We're even missing one of the pictures that was here, so I'm not sure what happened, but this got a little messed up, and I apologize for that. Up above in the top picture, you get to see graduation, and that left picture was supposed to be a picture of the control panel on the helicopter. But our kids had a great time. They got to see the fire department, they got to see the police department, they got to see the Air National Guard, and they also got to see the Army National Guard, and they got the 5th grade graduated from DARE. This was in addition to our 6th graders who 2 weeks ago graduated from PACE. It was a wonderful time, and everyone had a great day. So I want to share this next picture with you, and this is of the chopper taking off. I tell you what, our kids thought that was the greatest thing. We've had helicopters land here on campus before, but never an Apache Black Hawk. So that was great to see. Actually, that was a Sikorsky Black Hawk. It was great to see that helicopter on campus. We loved it, and the kids had a great time. All of our kids from preschool through 8th grade had the opportunity to watch that helicopter take off and land. They also had the opportunity to go in and see the helicopter. I think our preschool posted a lot of pictures on their classroom dojos, and it was just a great day by all of them. Tomorrow, the busy day continues. It's character trait. It's the last character trait of the year. This is when we have the opportunity to celebrate the talents that God gave each and one of our students. Each and one of our kids receive some special talent, and it's our goal here as a staff at Grace Christian is to help develop and nurture that talent so they can use it to expand Christ's kingdom here on earth. And tomorrow, you're going to have the opportunity, you will have already received an invitation to come recognize your child as they get recognized for their special talent. Hey, you know what? It is Race for Grace sponsor time, and this is where I have the opportunity to go through and share with you about the different sponsors on our campus. Now, I want to tell you about Label Me Lindsay. Label Me Lindsay is an amazing beauty salon. You know what? Beauty doesn't happen by accident. You know, when you stumble down the stairs in the morning, you're in your robe, and you look in the mirror and you go, yikes! You know, if that happens to you, you need to look up Lindsay. You know, Label Me Lindsay has this outstanding, it's a boutique type beauty salon. This isn't your mom's beauty salon. This is a special place that does all types of things. You name it, they do facials, they do eyelashes, they do body rubs, they do tanning. You name it, you can get it at Label Me Lindsay. And they have a brick and mortar store that you can go to at 11134 Los Alamitos Boulevard in Los Alamitos. Lindsay's a parent here, and you probably have seen her looking gorgeous walking around on campus, just really showing you the product that she has at her place. But you know what? If you just want a morning of beauty, hey dads, hey, here's a pro tip. Mother's Day is just around the corner. Why don't you slide on over to Label Me Lindsay over on Los Alamitos Boulevard, pick up a gift card for your wife or your mom. I know I've been there. That's my wife, that's not my mom. I know, but she's the mother of your children. Take care of her, hook her up. I'm doing you a solid by telling you about Label Me by Lindsay. Go out there, get a gift card. You'll be thanking me that you did that. She offers a wide range of products and services. And if you want to look beautiful, you know, this face doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of hard work. But look her up. If you're a baby from the 80s, you know, a teenager from the 80s, and you smothered yourself with baby oil and took that, you were the sun goddess, you need to go see Label Me Lindsay. She'll help hook you up and make you look good. Anyway, if you're looking for something free to do with the whole family, the Cypress Police Department is having open house on May 20th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Cypress Police Department. You're going to get to see police cars, motorcycles, a canine demonstration, Orange County Fire Authority. If I'm not mistaken, sometimes the Orange County Sheriff's Department is there with their mounted posse unit. It is a great time with the kids. You don't have to be there the entire time, 10 to 2. I know there's Little League Baseball, there's soccer going on. You can come before the game, after the game, show your support for the Cypress Police Department, and it gives you an opportunity to do something that doesn't cost you any money. Next, boy, this is the busiest day. Let's see, what are we up to? We are up to 57 viewers right now. Camp Oasis is right around the corner. It's coming very soon. And I know we all are so excited. You know, I wore like a green plaid shirt and I forgot, and it's picking up my green screen. So that's what the staticking is here on my shirt. But anyway, I just want to let you know, Camp Oasis is coming. It's a wonderful program that takes place over the summer with staff by outstanding staff members, caring people who love your children, and they make them have a great time over the summer. I know we all can't wait till our kids are home, but that feeling wears off probably within the first 72 hours. And if that's your case, look up Camp Oasis. Go online at our website, gcsrr.org. hit the Camp Oasis link and you can register, excuse me, I need a little sip of Joe here. You can register your child for Camp Oasis, and they will have a wonderful, wonderful time spending the day there. Next up is we have our AR Awards. What's AR? Well, it's Accelerated Reader, and that comes on May 22nd. Kids set goals, and they take special things. Some of you may have remembered when you were kids that we had SRAs, where you read a card, you were in different colors, you read a card, then you answered questions, and the teacher graded the question. This is the modern version of SRA tests. It's Accelerated Reader. Books are designed by different levels. Subject matter experts have also read the books. They create little SRA tests that see and they test the competency of the child. How well did they comprehend what they read? And our children set goals, and if they obtain those goals throughout the year of reading the books, they win the opportunity to go to a special event. And this is the first time we're going to be trying golf and stuff in Downey. It's supposed to be a pretty good place, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And we have a lot of kids that are going to be going. That's this Monday, May 22nd. All the information has already gone home if your child is involved in that. So that's the Accelerated Reader, and that is coming very soon. Also, we still have a few limited spots in Camp Oasis. If you're a parent or in college and you'd like to earn some part-time money during the summer, look us up, give us a call, and we'll put you in contact with Miss Henahan, and she will let you know what openings we have. We also have, I think, just one opening left in preschool. And if you're interested in that, you can reach out to Ms. Hill, and she can share with you about that. But we've been getting a great response and being able to fill our staff positions with family members. And that's the best part about it. You know, we're a family. We all work together. Well, let's see here. I think that's bringing us to about the last day of school. We have just a few things to go over, and that is on the last day. The last day of school lets out at 11:30. Moms and dads, if you're a room parent or a room coordinator and you're coordinating those last day of school parties, remember the 11:30 dismissal happens before you know it. You look at your watch, it'll be 11:05, and you look back down and it's 11:35, and we're saying, where is everybody? We need you for car line. It's very important, room parents and room coordinators, that you get in contact with your classroom teachers and you guys have an exact cutoff time, like 11:05 or 11:10, because the year just doesn't end like a normal day. There are tears, there is hugging, there's laughter, there's more tears, there's crying, there's excitement, there's a little bit of trepidation about going off to the next grade level, but it's right around the corner. And I just want everybody to be ready for that. It's 11:30 release. If you take your child off campus, which is probably what's going to happen with the majority of kids because parents are here helping with the parties, please, please let your classroom teacher know, and just don't leave, because we might be looking for that child later on. I know we'll definitely will be. We have daycare, and unless we know they have been checked out by you as a parent, we might be trying to look for you. So 11:30 dismissal, daycare still takes place after school, and that goes to the normal time. And it's going to be a fun day. The last day of school is always fun, and like I told you, it's filled with a lot of tears. But that brings us to the end of this weekly roundup. It is hard to believe there's 10 and a half days left of this school year. It has been marvelous. The year has flown by. We have done and seen so many outstanding things, and the most important thing is we have seen each of your children grow in their understanding of Jesus Christ and their love of our Savior. And we've seen kids accept Christ. We've seen kids get baptized this year. We have seen parents accept Christ, which is we are meeting our mission. Developing students who understand the relationship with God. And that is something that we are so proud of here at the school. And we tell you that we're always here for you also. Let's see, good morning. The last day of school is almost here. Love, Grace. Thank you, Kimberly, for sharing that. Yes, it is. We love God, and we know your kids do. And, we just continue to help you develop. If you need a home church because you don't have one, and your church has been coming to chapels on Thursday this year, we'd love to hook you up with a home church. There are many outstanding churches whose kids come to this school, and we have great relationships with those senior pastors. We'd love to give you a contact. You can talk to them and set up a special visit, because I know what, every one of these churches would love to have you come on a Sunday and check them out and consider them. And that's if you don't have a home church. I don't want you to church hop. That's not what we're here for. If you don't have a church that you call home, that's what we're looking for. So parents, I pray for each one of you, and I know you pray for all of us. I just ask that you really keep the Hop family in your prayers. The children and Mrs. Hop, just go before God daily for the next few days, and just remember to bring that family up, and just look for special ways that you can bless them. We're at the end of another roundup, and parents, until I see you down the trail, I ask that God blesses the trails that you ride. Have a great evening, everyone, or day.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.